No.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Jacqueline Gentry, and I am the chair of the Department of Nursing at Missouri Western. On behalf of the nursing faculty, I would like to welcome you to the White Coat Ceremony for the BSN class of December 2022. While this may be a different format than previous White Coat ceremonies, we are excited to honor our nursing students as they begin their journey into professional nursing practice. Tonight, the nursing students will be welcomed into the clinical practice of nursing by donning their white coats, which are a timeless symbol of care and compassion in healthcare. Traditionally, students are coated by the nursing faculty. However, given the unique times that we are experiencing, students have been given the option to coat themselves or have a friend or family member of their choosing coat them. The White Coat Ceremony was established by the Gold Foundation in 1993 for medical schools, and in 2014, the ceremony was extended to include nursing as a recognition for the vital role of nursing within the healthcare team. Through this initial funding from the Gold Foundation and a collaboration with the American Association of Colleges of Nursing, a new tradition in nursing education began. Today, over 300 schools of nursing hold white coat ceremonies. The purpose of the white coat ceremony is to welcome students into clinical nursing practice with an emphasis on providing compassionate, collaborative, and excellent patient care. The Gold Foundation provides all students with a Keeping Healthcare Human lapel pin. The pin serves as a visual reminder to each student that in order to deliver the best patient care, Compassion and empathy must be at the center of their clinical practice. The logo on the pin is the Mobius loop, which symbolizes the continuous bond of trust, respect, and communication that connects nurses with their patients when humanism is kept at the center of healthcare. Before we move forward with our ceremony tonight, I would like to take a moment to thank Stephanie Stewart, Associate Professor, for her leadership in organizing this very special event. I would also like to thank the nursing faculty and staff who provide critical support to our program. Each of these team members' contributions to the success of the Missouri Western Nursing Program and to our students is immeasurable. Each nurse here this evening brings a tradition of excellence that they hope to pass on to our future nurses. Lastly, I would like to thank all of the students, families, and friends who have joined us in honoring the nursing students in this special white coat ceremony. Thank you. We will now begin with our ceremony.
Thank you, Dr. Gentry. This is a wonderful night for our students as they begin to enter clinical practice next week. We will start with Catherine Bauer. Catherine is from Pleasant Hill, Missouri. Catherine says, for a long time, I thought becoming a nurse was just a dream. During high school, I helped my grandma and grandpa with Alzheimer's disease, and doing this helped me understand that I could be a nurse, and it was what God planned for me to do. God has created an amazing path for me that led me to Missouri Western Nursing School, and He will continue to guide me in my journey in helping people like my grandparents. Catherine is coached by her best friend and fellow nursing student, Hope Corkins. Riley Binder. Riley is from St. Joseph, Missouri. Riley says, my desire to become a nurse stems from my sister, Cassie, who was born with Down syndrome. Growing up, I have had the unique position of coming alongside her through the majority of her surgeries, attending many of her doctor's appointments, and participating in much of her care. I got to see firsthand the way nurses care so intently and develop such close relationships with their patients. I came away from this experience knowing I wanted to be a nurse someday. Riley is coached by her mom, Marcia Binder. Abby Blessing. Abby is from Memphis, Missouri. Abby says, I have wanted to become a nurse for as long as I can remember. I have a passion for helping people and working hard. I think that nursing is a satisfying career path that will fulfill both. I believe that God has a plan for all of us and that I can serve people while building up Christ in the field of nursing. Abby is coached by her best friend, Maslin Allen. Sydney Bowles. Sydney is from Kearney, Missouri. Sydney says, I grew up in church and have been raised to serve my community and to be kind to people. I have always felt extreme gratitude from volunteer work, and I feel that that is where I can reach the most people. God gives everyone a gift, and I feel He gave me the gift to serve others, and nursing is my way to fulfill that gift and carry out His plan. I want to be able to provide support and comfort to patients and let them know they are cared for during scary situations. Sydney is coached by her mom, Carla Bowles. Shelby Bowd. Shelby is from Orica, Missouri. Shelby says, my mom and dad raised me to understand the importance of serving others and how rewarding it is. God has opened so many doors for me to where I am right now. He set me on this path, and I cannot imagine myself doing anything else. Shelby is coached by her best friend, Kaylee Schaefer. Jessica Brush. Jessica is from Osborne, Missouri. Jessica says, I have such a passion for helping people and want to do that for the rest of my life. My why is my who, my mom. My mom is an ER nurse and is my hero and biggest inspiration. Her compassion for others is what made me want to follow in her footsteps. Jessica is coached by her boyfriend and best friend, Robert Hankins. Kelsey Berkey. Kelsey is from Lincoln, Nebraska. Kelsey says, I wouldn't be where I am today without the love and support that my family has given me. My parents are my why. They are the reason I am here today. I am so blessed to have been raised by two incredible role models. My grandma Sue is who inspired me to pursue a career in nursing. My grandma has made a lasting impact on the lives of her patients and has touched so many people throughout her career as a nurse. I hope that one day I can be half the nurse that she is. Kelsey is coded by her sister and her best friend, Kieran Berkey. Hope Corkins. Hope is from Blue Spring, Missouri. Hope says, I want to be a nurse because I know this is the path that God has set out for me. He gave me such a passion and love for others and the human body. I want to help others who are going through the most difficult times in their life. And I know I can because of my personal experience with my dad. My mom has inspired me all of my life and has shown me the kind of person I can be. Thanks to her, I know I can show love to all people that I meet in my career. Hope is coded by her best friend and fellow nursing student, Catherine Bauer. Rachel Cornett. Rachel is from St. Joseph, Missouri. Rachel says, through many experiences in my life, I have found caring for others very natural. As a CNA, I have witnessed the highest standards of nursing care and the lowest. Observing the low standards of care over the years has pushed me to further my education in hopes to make an impact on the expectations of care within facilities. Rachel is coded by her dad, Kevin Cornett. Arlise Deerdorf. Arlise is from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Arlise says, nurses that took care of me and my best friend inspired me to become a nurse. Their kindness and thoughtfulness toward people under their care is something really beautiful to see and something that stuck with me. I have always been involved with kids, so I would love to become an oncology nurse to be there for them on their most valuable state. It would be my way to give back, to make a difference in someone else's life. Arlise is coded by her husband and daughter, Ryan and Bella Deerdorf. Olivia Duke. Olivia is from St. Joseph, Missouri. Olivia says, I have experienced firsthand the difference a good nurse can make in a scary or uncomfortable time in someone's life. I want nothing more than the opportunity to be a light in what might be a dark time for someone, and to provide the same comfort and support for others that nurses have provided for me and my family in the past. Olivia is coded by her boyfriend and best friend, Blake Bradley. Alyssa Irwin. Alyssa is from Cassville, Missouri. Alyssa says, I want to be a nurse and have a positive impact on others and help improve their lives daily. I also want to be a good role model for my son Thatcher and teach him that compassion is one of the most important qualities a nurse can have. I was inspired by my mother. Growing up, I watched her go through nursing school as a single mother of two children and come out on the other side. Alyssa is coded by her mom, Jamie Irwin, who is also a nurse. Elizabeth Everly. Elizabeth is from St. Joseph, Missouri. She says, I am very interested in the science behind the practice of nursing, but I am especially interested in the interpersonal aspect of it. I am excited to become someone others can trust and rely on when they need it most. Elizabeth is coded by her mom, Stephanie Everly, who is also a nurse. Christine Guthrie. Christine is from Nairobi, Kenya. Christine says, I want to be a nurse because I enjoy helping other people. I have been working with the elderly for 7 years now. My grandmother, whom I took care of, passed away from lung cancer 5 years ago. She had no access to quality health care because she could not afford to pay for health expenses and health insurance. There are instances when she was in a lot of pain, but I did not know what medications to give her to manage that pain. My grandmother's pain inspired me to be a nurse by helping others and give back to the community. Christine is coded by her friend and classmate, Hai Lee. Bailey Harris.
Bailey have it today?
And you?
No.
Bailey is from St. Joseph, Missouri. Bailey says, I want to be a nurse because I want to be able to make a positive impact on someone's life every day. I know that if I'm able to make a difference in patients' lives, then I can be there from one of the most vulnerable times in their life, and I am in the right place. Bailey is coded by fellow nursing student Brooke Henry. Chloe Harris. Chloe is from Independence, Missouri. Chloe says, I decided to pursue being a nurse for the sole fact of wanting to help people and the knowledge that choosing the profession would not only impact my life in a positive manner, but also hopefully impact others around me in a positive manner. Chloe is coded by Missy Harris. Elizabeth Hendren. Elizabeth is from Cairo, Missouri. Elizabeth says, what makes me want to be a nurse is I have a passion for geriatrics. I saw a need for change in geriatric care, and I want to help make that change and improve the quality of life for our older populations. Being a nurse would not only allow me to do that, but it would have me give the opportunity to help people when they need it most. Elizabeth is coded by her mom, Amy Alshire. Brooke Henry. Brooke is from St. Joseph, Missouri. Brooke says, I want to be a nurse because I believe that every single person deserves the same care, no matter their background or life story. I aim to be the nurse that provides exceptional care for every single patient. Brooke is coded by fellow nursing student Bailey Harris. Alexandria Hovey. Alexandria is from Savannah, Missouri. Alexandria says, I want to be a nurse because it is an inspiring and very rewarding field. No one in my family is in healthcare, so I'm excited to be the first. Alexandria is coded by Jenny Hovey. Jessica Huntley. Jessica is from Parkville, Missouri. Jessica says, nursing to me is not only taking care of the patients, but also their families. My family has witnessed firsthand how far a great nursing staff can really push and support a patient to recover. I aim to be this kind of nurse, a nurse who has so greatly impacted someone's life that I know I have made a difference and will be remembered. I have a passion for helping others, and I know that the field of nursing will allow me to pursue this passion in a very rewarding and humbling way. Jessica is coded by her brother, David Huntley. Ashley Irwin. Ashley is from Savannah, Missouri. Ashley says, I've wanted to be a nurse since my early teenage years. God gave me a heart that has a passion for helping others. I can't wait to show my daughters that they can achieve anything they set their minds to, despite whatever adversities they may face. Ashley is coded by her husband, Stuart Irwin. Malia Johnson. Malia is from St. Joseph, Missouri. Malia says, growing up, my best friend was my great-grandmother, whom would continuously tell me how great a nurse I would be and that she could not wait until she could see it happen. She reassured me that everything I wanted to be, whenever I was 9 years old, I could be. But when I was 9, she lost her life to a battle to cancer. Since this semester started, I have had a hard time reassuring myself of why I chose this profession. However, the support system that I have encourages me to keep on going. There are some people in my life that have no idea the impact that they have played thus far or the motivation that they continue to give me. There are simply too many whys for my decision in nursing. Malia is coded by her mom, Audra Moorhead. Delaney Jorgensen. Delaney is from St. Joseph, Missouri. Delaney says, I've always wanted to be a nurse to make a difference in people's lives, and it's something that God has always given me a passion for. The thought of being able to directly impact someone's life and help them is motivating for me. Delaney is coded by her mom, Cindy King. Addie Kroll. Addie is from Lee Summit, Missouri. Addie says, I decided to become a nurse because from a young age, I have had a passion for helping others. As I got older, I realized nursing would provide me the opportunity to dedicate my life to this purpose. I want to be the person that brings a smile to others and makes a positive impact on the lives of those that I come in contact with. Addie is coded by her mom, Angela Corser. Hi, Lee. Hai Lee is from Saigon, Vietnam. Hai says, to be a nurse is my only goal and dream since I was a little boy. I understand how important it is to stay healthy and live healthy. We are born with different purposes and missions. My mission, my purpose of this life is to be there for people who need me to help them restore their health and help them to prevent from future illness and injury. The person that inspired me to be who I want to be is my beloved grandmother. She was a really great nurse, a best friend, and a great grandmother who always made sure to let me know how much God loves us and encouraged me to work hard and to be there for others. It is how I should live my life. Hyatt is coded by his fellow classmate, Christine Guthrie. Cassie Louie. Cassie is from Cameron, Missouri. Cassie says, Isaac has always encouraged me to keep pushing myself throughout my educational career and has continuously shown support for me. I want to become a nurse because I want to make a difference in people's lives and take part in the improvement of public health. Cassie is coded by Isaac Wilson. Rain Liu. Rain is from Shandong, China. Rain says, when I gave birth to my 2 kids, there were really nice nurses that gave me professional advice and mental construction. They were so helpful and kind, and until today, I still remember them. They motivated me to pursue a nursing career so that I can help people in pain. Rain is coded by her husband, Ben Chu. Allison Lorton. Allison is from Moberly, Missouri. Allison says, my family is my why. I want and will strive to be the best version of myself for them. I chose nursing because I want to make a difference in people's lives, and I believe with nursing, I can do that. Allison is coded by her mom, Robin Lorton. Lauren Miller. Lauren is from Wathena, Kansas. Lauren says, I decided nursing is what I wanted to do when I saw how rewarding it was to serve others. I believe that nursing is my calling to serve others and my community. Nursing will put me in the middle of some of the best and worst times in people's lives and to serve them to my best abilities. Lauren is coded by her grandma, Rebecca Gibson. Lindsay Miller. Lindsay is from Waverly, Missouri. Lindsay says, ever since I was little, I knew I wanted to work in the healthcare field, probably due to the fact that my mom is an RN, so I grew up being around a nursing home. I have such a passion for helping others. Once I received my CNA, I knew I didn't want to stop there, so here I am in nursing school. Lindsay is coded by her mother and registered nurse, Becky Eddy. Haley Myers. Haley is from St. Joseph, Missouri. Haley says, I have wanted to be a nurse for as long as I can remember, but my mom has inspired me to become a nurse in more ways than I'm sure she knows. She has taught me a lot in life, but one of my greatest takeaways from her is to always take care of people like they were your own family. Working as a CNA has also pushed me to become a nurse because I have seen firsthand how much you can impact a person while taking care of them. Haley is coded by her mom, Stacy Davis. Seth Nelson. Seth is from Gladstone, Missouri. Seth says, I want to be a nurse because I believe that God has given me the ability and talents to care for others. I have always desired to care for others in need and support them in their time of need. One of the biggest contributing factors to me becoming a nurse is when one of my brothers became diagnosed with Wegener's disease. Seeing him go through that and not being able to help him was difficult. I want to be able to give the same amazing care for others that the nurses who cared for my brother did. Seth is coded by Caitlin Glynn. Caitlin Perry. Caitlin is from Platte City, Missouri. Caitlin says, I want to be a nurse because I thoroughly enjoy taking care of others. I've been a CNA since 2016 and I've enjoyed every bit of it. And now I want to push myself to be a nurse so that I can help more people in many more ways. My grandma has been the one to inspire me. She was a school nurse and was the most compassionate woman that I have ever had the pleasure of looking up to. Caitlin is coded by her dad, Mark Perry. Maya Preston. Maya is from Overland Park, Kansas. Maya says, I have always wanted to have a career in medicine, but developing relationships with people has always been something that is important to me. I chose nursing because it allows me to do both things I am passionate about, medicine and having connections with people. Maya is coded by her mom, Ruth McLeod. Shannon Pirtle. Shannon is from Smithville, Missouri. Shannon says, helping and serving people has always been my calling. As a nurse, I will always have the opportunity to help and serve people. I have been inspired by the caring people who have touched my life. The people who owe me nothing, yet help me with everything they are the ones who inspire me most. My parents and siblings, grandparents, and my best friends, Malia Johnson and Carson Ayok, encourage me every day, and they are my why. Shannon is coded by her mom and dad, Carrie and TK Pirtle. Madison Rowland. Madison is from St. Joseph, Missouri. Madison says, I wanted to be a nurse since I was about 13 years old and have never been able to imagine myself in any other career. I love the freedom and the flexibility I will be able to have with this career, and then I will have a positive impact on so many people's lives. Madison is coded by her mom, Candace Rowland. John Sanders. John is from St. Joseph, Missouri. John says, I believe in being the change you want to see in the world. My desire to see others happy, healthy, and prosper has been something I learned from those in my family. My grandparents, parents, and extended family have all been a great representation of selflessness that I intend to repeat. The role of the nurse embodies those values, and I can't think of a more hands-on, personal role in making the lives of those around me better. John is coded by his grandmother and nurse, Pat Cox. Sophia Schneider. Sophia is from Kansas City, Missouri. Sophia says, my mother has been such a powerful example to me with all of her motivation and perseverance. She has been the reason I have wanted to become a nurse. She experienced a severe illness a few years ago. Her strength through that situation has driven me to become an individual who can be there to help other people in some of their most vulnerable stages in life. Sophia is coded by Janice Schneider. Shayana Spiller. Shai is from Kansas City, Missouri. Shai says, I believe that nursing is one of the most rewarding careers. Nurses see people at their lowest, absolute lowest, and help them to get back to their best. I cannot wait to be the reason someone is happy again or back to their normal self. Shai is coded by Cynthia Radow. Bethany Standiford. Bethany is from Horton, Kansas. Bethany says, my why is my daughter. I've wanted to be a nurse since I was in high school. My great-grandma was in the local nursing home, and I would go visit once a week. Seeing the staff interact with the residents inspired me to spend the rest of my life helping people. I wouldn't have gotten this far without the love and support of my family. With every obstacle I have come across, they were always there telling me that this was my calling and to keep pushing. Bethany is coded by David Kreider. Miranda Swearingen. Miranda is from Liberty, Missouri. Miranda says, the reason I want to be a nurse is because I want to be there to help families through some of the hardest times of their lives. I have lots of family that are in the healthcare field, and I admire them for it. Miranda is coded by her dad, Gary Swearingen. Ellie Twombly. Ellie is from St. Joseph, Missouri. Ellie says, I want to be a nurse because I want to make a positive difference in people's lives. Ellie is coded by Rebecca Twombly. Jerry Vermillion. Jerry is from St. Joseph, Missouri. Jerry says, I see so many health disparities that can be avoided. Terms such as homelessness, hungry, and hurting are a great motivation for me to finish my second degree in order to be able to help stop the bleed and help to create a better life for these at-risk populations. Jerry is coded by her 3 sons, Walker, Weston, and Duncan. Cassie Ward. Cassie is from Union Star, Missouri. Cassie says, being a nurse has always been my dream ever since I was little. But as I grew, that dream got further and further away from me. Once I had my boys, I realized that I can't tell them to follow their dreams if I've never followed mine. They are my why. I want them to know to never, ever give up on their dreams. Cassie is coded by her mother-in-law, Susie Ward. Thank everybody for being here tonight for this presentation and allowing us to honor these students as they embark upon their time in the clinical profession of nursing and as they continue their education. Thank you very much for your support.